Welcome back to Game-Based Learning in the World Language Classroom. The why, what, and how. We're on section 3 of my book, The How. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese to high schoolers out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. If you want to talk to me about games, reach me at the Minecraft Education Ambassadors or the Minecraft Teachers Lounge, at Roxem, at studio-emo.com, or today I'm going to talk a lot about Duolingo and the Duolingo Educators Network. So I'm going to pause for a moment and I'm going to insert my beautiful theme song that Rigoberto wrote for me and Sidobid animated beautifully. And looking back to our Look No Feathers series that we made to teach teachers how to use Duolingo for schools.
It's the best way for you to learn another language. Duolingo!
This is Chapter 22, Using Duolingo in the World Language Classroom. We've been talking about Lookit, we've been talking about Quizlet, we've been talking about Pixie, Roxem, Conjugamos, lots of other online games that you can use in the World Language Classroom. I am 100,000,000% fully committed to Duolingo's mission of free education. That is what they were founded on. They will be free forever. You do not have to pay for them. If you choose to pay for Duolingo Super or Duolingo Max, you're paying it forward so that they can make sure that they have free education for the world. And it's because I'm so committed to this that I volunteer so much of my time for Duolingo because I do want to pay it forward, but I'm a teacher and I don't have a lot of money. So we made the series Look No Feather, and Duolingo even came and interviewed my students for DuoCon one year, which was super fun. Let me just start with a basic overview of what I absolutely love about Duolingo. First of all, Duolingo is adaptive and it teaches to mastery. So students can't progress until they get every single question correct. All right? If they get everything right the first try, then the last couple of questions are even going to be harder. So I deliberately got one wrong so that Duo would come out and say, let's review your mistakes. It's harder now because I was getting everything right. And then, here's the daily refresh section with the barbells. We'll talk about that in a moment. That's because I finished everything else in this. So that's number one thing. Number two thing, Duolingo uses spaced repetition. Okay, we talk about spaced repetition a lot. The skills are laid out in a pathway that looks like a game, so it's it's gamification, and some of the stepping stones are going to be new material, and some of it's going to be review. Here, this is from the music one. Let's find, here we go. Here's a regular pathway, okay, and then we get to personalized practice, okay? So that's that spaced repetition. You haven't seen these sentences in a while. And maybe we're also throwing in the sentences that you got wrong the first time you saw them, the first and second time you saw them. Those sentences that you consistently get wrong, you get right here at the personalized practice stepping stone. What do I have here? Just the regular. This is just the regular thing. Oh, here's the barbells. Okay. And then here's the new thing. You're learning this new stuff. And as you go along. So you'll either get the barbells or you'll get the personalized practice. For that spaced repetition, and also within the stepping stones themselves. There's also a barbell in the lower left corner if you just want to go straight to, hey, I need to practice everything I've been messing up. And if you pay extra for Duolingo Super, there will be the practice up here, but you absolutely do not have to pay for Duolingo Super or Duolingo Max. Okay. Timely feedback is very high on the Hattie effect size. It's a Hattie effect size of 0.73, that quick targeted feedback. Duolingo gives your instant feedback, okay? You type in, here's the sentence, personne ne doit savoir ce que contient ce sac. And you in this one, this was a choose the words. They're not always choose the words. Sometimes they're type out the words. Sometimes they're listen. There's a bunch of different things, okay? But put it in, immediately I got the feedback. And then let's see. Oh, here's one where they give another correct solution, and for some reason I took the screenshot without showing it, but it all, so I got the feedback that I'm correct on this, but I could also look down here and say, I could have done it this way. Okay, and here we go. Here it gives me the meaning. This was a listen, and then it gives you the meaning, but it gives you that quick targeted feedback. Here I deliberately didn't put an accent on so that you could see what it's like when it's like, okay, you got it right, but pay attention to the accent. It gives you that feedback immediately. And then this one I wrote in wrong. So, I spelled it with a G, so you could see. And I did, yeah, I spelled it with a G, and I added an I in there. Okay, so that you could see that. Hey, you get the buzzer sound, which is your feedback that you got it wrong, and it tells you what it is, and then that sentence will come up again for me later on, and then they thought I didn't know it, so I got it a lot, so it was fun. Okay, I love Mango Languages and Memrise also, but Duolingo for Schools is the only one that lets me track my students' progress. Okay, and this is golden to me as a teacher. I want that data. I want to know how well my students are doing, and so I want to be able to know that they're practicing outside of class. So here we've got an assignment. It's not done yet because it's current. All right, but I can see 10 of my students have already finished it, and 39 need to finish it. This one is for the week after, and this one's for the week after. So that's why it says not started. Let me move that out of the way so you can see. Yeah. Actually, let me talk about this in a second. Okay, so here I can look at any student's name and I can immediately see, did they complete the assignment? Good. Okay, here I can look at any student's name in this view and I can see the assignment here would be here, and I cut that off for some reason, but I can instantly see, I've been working for 18 minutes. I think this is Spanish, this is French, this is Japanese. Oh, this is a bug. Don't worry about that. I've been working for 18 minutes and I've gotten 220 XP. Here I've been working for 34 minutes and I've gotten 460 XP. This is a week-long assignment. Japanese, I worked longer than this, but this is their new katakana, hiragana, kanji, and it's not coming up yet, but that's okay because I can see how much XP I got. I'll talk about that in a minute. And then these are my two colleagues. I can look at them and I can say, oh, this is how long you studied, and my students can see that and they can compare themselves and everything. But the private stuff, this is good. So you can click on a button in Duolingo for Schools and generate so many reports. Okay, and these give, like, here's my actual students, and this is their accuracy. This is how many lessons they've done. This is how much XP they got. No, time spent. How long did it take them? This is such great data. Okay, and then this is a different button to click on. This gives this was the previous one I just showed you. Let me back up. Hold on. Back up. There we go. This is a specific assignment, and this is like a general overview of the class and each student in the class. And so I can see, okay, did they do a legendary? Did they do a review? So it gives me all that data. You know, at the end of the year, when you have to submit stuff, we use the Danielson framework here in Washington State. You have to submit stuff about, here's evidence of my students learning. I just send these to my administrator. I'm just like, here's all the evidence. It's right here. I mean, it's so easy. I don't have to do anything. Next thing I love about Duolingo, it feels like a game. We talked about that before. Actually, we talked about all this, and I'm seeing that I'm at 9 minutes now, so I've talked about all the different ways it feels like a game. You got your boss battles, you got your pretty sounds, you've got your stuff that looks like a game board, you've got your leaderboards, everything like that. Let's just go on. Oh, good. Under 10 minutes. Yay! Good place for me to stop it. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about all the little bells and whistles that Duolingo has and how to make a classroom. Hope to see you there.